And this one, it's been what?
What's the name of it?
Sesame roll. Sesame.
It's got, what is it inside it? Kind of a
I don't
date
know.
or some kind of...
So it's
You know, it looks like one of those
looks like an eye.
Looks like an eye.
And when they're fresh, they're really gooey and chewy and soft. But this one is what, 4 days old? But it's still good. And it was been wrapped up in a napkin, so in a paper napkin. I love them because of the sesame seeds.
Yeah.
I like sesame seeds.
Sesame seeds surely have protein in them.
Yeah, they're good.
You know, CNN has a science category online.
Oh, really? Well, it should be on there then.
Yeah, it should.
Now, if you were interested in studying
But
science, I would think that would be the...
Yeah, at one time, I was looking at some kind of show in a boat or something, and it seems like maybe the, all I can think of is the Army was probably having some kind of test, as you saw a plume of water shoot out. But there was no perspective because the water was,
couldn't tell.
You know, out in the ocean. And I thought, oh my goodness, it's probably going to be on the news or something. It wasn't.
So did
you saw it in person?
No.
No.
It was kind of some kind of. I was
So
watching.
you watch the TV news and you read the Statesman. That's pretty much it.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Did they ever mention edge.org? EDGE?
I've seen that somewhere, but
That's the one that does the scientists. They follow the leading scientists in the world. The latest things. I mean, you know, it's like right up to the minute.
okay.
And they had the one. They do a question every year at the end of the year. Actually, they probably already sent it out. They sent it out to like 1,000 of the top scientists, and they picked the top answers. And last year, the question was, what cognitive tool would you recommend that you know, if somebody could use it would be beneficial to them? What would it be? And you know, I think I saw it mentioned in an article in Time. They had mentioned it, but there was. I mean, if you're interested in science, that's the latest. And what it does is, with science, it's interesting because science, if you don't follow the newer science, what you may be thinking and believing is obsolete because it's already gone. You know, it's like history. Like many of the things with neuroscience are, for instance, 10 years ago, it was thought that the brain cells couldn't, the adult brain didn't generate brain cells. And but anyway, that was there's another one, I want to say TED Med. Did you ever hear of that one? That is a symposium where they do videos of talks, speeches by leading scientists. And I've seen some of those, and those are really good. I mean, because they actually, you know, talk about their research and the latest stuff. And so it's interesting. Then you get the perspective of it. You know, you may be, again, it may be like technology. You could be studying and learning a technology that's obsolete because something new that's been discovered is, you know, like the neurogenesis. You know, if you're thinking that, you know, brain cells can't be grown in an adult, you know, new cells aren't generated, that's not true. You know, that's not true. And the other one was interesting that we saw recently was the one about the beneficial bacteria and the immune system. We were talking about the other night where you had they call them the worms, the spiral worms that are used to treat depression now. It's a bacteria. And those were, because we're in an antiseptic environment, that people are no longer exposed to these, and somehow the immune system goes out of whack. And I'm thinking diabetes is one of those that was included in it. Used to be people didn't get diabetes. And rheumatoid arthritis was one of them, and depression was another one. Multiple sclerosis was another one. Because I was reading back in the 1700s, and there was no clinical depression. You know, I mean, everybody was poor, and everybody had that to deal with, but life was tough. But diabetes was. I think diabetes was included in that. I think diabetes was. It was diabetes, and it was stunning. The rheumatoid arthritis and depression, which is a mental. Depression's not.
Asthma?
Asthma, and was also, and what was the other one?
Autism?
It wasn't autism. It was. I forget the.
It's another.
I forget the other one. Yeah, I forget the other one there.
Y'all want some ice cream?
No. These are good. These are good.
I'm gonna
Almost
check
too
to see how
sweet.
it's